All right, we got this one right here. Okay. This is Martina McBride, Independence Day. Make sure y'all show love to the original. You know what we do. We check these out. Request coming to us by Kat. Thank you very much. And run it without further ado.
Through many dangers, toils and snares, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home.
Well, she seemed alright by dawn's early light, though she looked a little worried and weak. She tried to pretend he wasn't drinking again, but Daddy left the proof on her cheek. And I was only 8 years old that summer, and I always seemed to be in the way. So I took myself down to the fair in town on Independence Day. Well, word gets around in a small, small town. They said he was a dangerous man, but Mama was proud and she stood her ground. She knew she was on the losing end. Some folks whispered, some folks talked, but everybody looked the other way. And when time ran out, there was no one about on Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of a reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Well, she lit up the sky that 4th of July. By the time that the firemen come, they just put out the flames and took down some names and sent me to the county home. Now I ain't saying it's right or it's wrong, but maybe it's the only way. Talk about your revolution. It's Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of a reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Roll the stone away. It's Independence Day.
This sounds like a very powerful song that got a lot of radio play. Right now, if I'm putting this on YouTube, people might be wondering why I've never heard of this. I'm not American. I know I sound like it from consuming a lot of American culture as a kid. Music mainly, rap, hip hop, yeah. But I'm missing it. Damn, man, they doing a motocross. They're doing some NASCAR driving outside of. I know about NASCAR. Calm down now. Hold up. Calm down now. Yeah. Country-ish. Sounds like it gets a lot of radio play. It has that pop appeal somewhat. But what's interesting here is this is, yeah, Independence Day, freedom, America, but it's also about emotional trauma, childhood trauma, going through that. And people who go through childhood trauma are scarred for life. Like, it just carries on. So I'm not sure if she was talking about her childhood, perhaps in the third person, because she was talking about, and she went home and she saw her mamas and the abuse that the mom got from the father, this and that. I don't know if she's talking about her childhood, but, or she's talking just addressing this topic in general. I think if you listen to this song, maybe some of y'all have nostalgic, value. Y'all have memories growing up listening to this song, because I don't know when this came out. It's uploaded 15 years ago, but it probably came out way earlier. Let me look this up. Release 1994. Okay. I think we can consider that a classic, right? But yeah, it speaks on a different topic as well. Emotional trauma as a child. And I think if you listen to this for the first time, you might miss that, because you're not paying attention to it. You're listening to it, you're like, oh, it's about Independence Day and all that. But when you dive deeper into it, you see, oh, this is also about that. I like it when they do that in songs. Of course I don't support physical abuse and emotional abuse. Absolutely not. I'm against that. But I like when they speak on topics like that in a song, especially in a song where in the first listen, if you're not really paying attention, when it plays on the radio, you wouldn't guess that it's about that. It's when you start to dive into it, you realize, oh, yeah. And that something like that carries on for life, forever, even as a child. Which is why I think it's so important we do the best for our children, and we be patient and understanding, and not, and we're tolerant. There has to be discipline and all that. I have 2 girls myself, but you need to be patient and understanding, is what I think. And don't make it that you're a tyrant or a dictator in your house, right? Make sure that there's understanding for why, but also make sure that there's love, is what I think. So thank you very much for this request. Is this my style of music? No, not at all. You know that. Like, do I listen to country? No. But I can appreciate something like this. And I do appreciate diving back into older songs, classics, learning about it, because I think it's my responsibility to dive into these gems and these classics to figure out, okay, the more I learn about it, the more I can understand. And, doing this YouTube stuff, I kind of have to. It's kind of obligated or expected of me to dive into these classics and figure out about them, She brought taboo topics into the mainstream with her music. It's the 90s, right? She's not the only one, right, who would talk about mental health. Because I'm thinking in the 90s, they had a lot of topics like mental health, drug abuse. You had Rage Against the Machine going against the system. You had Nirvana talking about mental health and substance abuse, right? So it's not uncommon. But I think what you're saying is that the later you go on the timeline, the more these topics become, the more these things get addressed. If you compare something from the 70s compared to the 90s, is what I think, the more talk about mental health or emotional trauma and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong, and you have songs in the 60s or 70s that do address this, perhaps in like a double entendre. So yeah.